Hello everybody and welcome to the Quiet One TV. Today's video I will be building my first computer. I know nothing about computers, so I'm going to be having my roommate Isaac help me out and show me how it's done. So let's go do that. Hello Isaac.
Howdy, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
You ready?
Alright, yeah, so why don't you show me what we've got going here, what the components are going to be.
Alright, so we have our motherboard. Everything we have is AMD. So we have our Gigabyte 990X gaming SLI G1 gaming motherboard. We have our 500 watt EVGA power supply. We have our PCI Express adapter for our wireless network. We have our 750 Ti MSI GPU, which is a graphics card. We have our optical drive. We have our 1 terabyte hard drive, which is 7200 RPM. We have our 16 gigs of RAM, 2 sticks of 8, and DDR4 2400 megahertz, and our AMD processor, Black Edition 8350.
Alright, sounds pretty good. So what can you tell me, like, what type of build is this? Is this going to be pretty low level, mid level?
This will be a lower level gaming PC considering our graphics card. The graphics card isn't the best graphics card out right now. For if you wanted a higher end for gaming, maybe like if you wanted to play AAA games on at least 30 FPS, you would want at least a 1050 Ti or higher.
Cool, cool. Yep, and so then for the other stuff, have it. Gaming keyboard and mouse, Steam controller. Gonna be using a case that I got from my other roommate, Colin. Yep, so that should be just about everything. I think it's probably about time to go to building.
Yep. Alright, we can put the motherboard in.
I'm gonna go ahead and start just unboxing a few things real quick too.
Yep, that'll help. Alright, so we got the motherboard in.
Alright.
So we can go ahead and we can put the processor in. If you want to hand me the processor, we can do that real quick.
Right.
Alright, so when you're going to put in a processor, if you notice here in the corner of the processor you have a little arrow. And down here on the motherboard where you put your CPU in, there's also a little arrow. So you're going to want to line the arrows up together. Now these processors are ZIF, which is zero insertion force. So there's literally nothing to it. That's it. There you go. Doesn't move.
Sweet. So
then we can put this fan on here. Because it doesn't matter which way we put it on there. This way. There she goes. I think I almost got her. So next we're going to put in the graphics card. So on the graphics card, you notice these little, I'm going to show you with this other camera. Down here, see those little red things at the end? They're like clips.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to pull that back. Make sure it's all back all the way. And then I want to line it up. Just pop it right in place and you'll see that clip pop. And that's it. And then next, we can put in the network card. Now the slide right in there. And these go in the PCIe slots. So they're the smaller ones. Get that lined up in there. Now the slide right in there like that. And that's it. And next, we can put in the RAM. And you're going to want to do your every other RAM slot on these.
Right. Okay, there's
Yep,
one.
there
clip.
it goes. Yep.
There we go.
Try the other one. Alright, and then next we can do... let's do the power supply. We'll just pop it right in here like this. There we go. Next we're going to put in our optical drive and our hard drive.
So, and is there slots for multiple hard drives?
Oh
or?
yeah, that one looks like it can hold up to 5 just hard drives. That's nine SSDs. I think that one can hold 2 SSDs.
And so what would adding more hard drives do?
Well, adding more hard drives would give you more space, or you can add more hard drives and do a RAID, which RAID, like, if you're doing a server, you're going to want to do RAID 5 or 10.
Okay.
They'll provide you with a certain amount of, like, say a drive fails. It's going to be backed up on like 5 other drives.
Right.
To do like RAID 10.
Pretty much. This just slides in. Just like that?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And let's pop into place.
Sweet.
Alright, then with the optical drive, We've already got a slot ready for us, so we can just pull this one up. Looks like. I think it looks. slide the loop and it will fit in there. Alright, I think I got it. Alright, so in this case, it's got both sides. So I'll take the other side off. Alright. And we can just slide it right in there. That's off that one, I did not. Just like that. And it's in place. So now everything is in there. Now we just have to hook up all of these lovely wires. So on this particular graphics card, it doesn't need external power from the power supply. It pulls it directly from the motherboard, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright, so you have your different kinds of power. Here you have your CPU.
Alright.
This will be for your hard drive and your optical drives. That's your SATA. This will be your PCI, which will be for your graphics card, which you don't need it. So you can throw that one off to the side. This will be your main power supply for your motherboard. It's 24 pin. That's another one of those for your hard drives and optical drives. And then here's your Molex, which you can use for like your fans. So like on these, you can see how they line up like it's L shape.
Right.
So you'll just line those up on there like that.
So those can go
Just wherever
there's space?
Yep, wherever there's space. So this would be your CPU power, which would go up in here.
Alright.
So you have, it's a 8 pin. So if you want to go ahead and try and put that one on there. You know, some of them are square and some of them will have rounded tops.
There we go. Okay. Now we can do, this will be the last one. This will be, this is the fun one. This is your 24 pin for the motherboard.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, good. Alright.
Now we can do SATAs.
Your SATAs are these little things right here along the edge here. So
Okay.
you'll see SATA 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So your SATAs will be for your hard drive, your optical drive. So since your hard drive is what you're going to be booting from, once you get the boot system onto your hard drive, you'll boot from that one first. You're going to always want to do your hard drive or whatever hard drive or SSD you're going to be booting from first to be SATA 0. So that gets set for all the main cables. I'm just going to let that sit there for a few seconds. Alright, now we have all of these cables in our fans. Alright, that'll be everything.
Alright, now we're gonna do some cable management. Alright, so everything's installed and ready to close it up. Try it out. Alright, so gonna try and turn it on for the first time. Alright, it's running. So what are we doing now?
Trying to get this to work. Trying to boot from this.
So computer's running nicely now. Working on some editing. So this is going to be the first video that's been edited on this computer. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Once again, a big thanks to Isaac for helping to show me how to build a computer. And thanks to all of you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
So I'm actually not even entirely sure if my camera was filming that entire time or not. So I walked over there and it looked like it had been turned off. So please, if I end up doing it.